Even if you have been living under a rock, you have probably heard people talking about AI and Chat GPT specifically. And so the prevailing question is AI going to take over the world? And that's what this episode is about. Whether or not you should be concerned that AI is going to affect you in a negative way. So let's get to it. Welcome to the Savvy Agent Podcast, where we help real estate agents build a thriving business so they have financial freedom in their life without having to work 24/7. I'm your host, Heather Wright. Now let's get to it. So here's the thing. I really don't think that AI is going to affect realtors or real estate agents in a terribly negative way. If anything, I think it's often a great tool to help us leverage our time, possibly make our copywriting better, perhaps do some of the hard labor of thinking before we actually get to work on a project. But I would never think about, okay, well, am I going to lose my job as a real estate agent because of this Chat GPT thing? Well, no. Maybe if you're a copywriter, maybe you're concerned about Chat GPT, but it's kind of like travel agents were concerned when Expedia came out, or Travelocity, whatever websites first came out that disrupted the travel world. Yes, it disrupted them for a while, but now things have improved and the travel industry is once again booming, even with this technology that disrupted their market. Now, I don't know that ChatGPT or AI in general is really a great disruptor in real estate. If anything, I think it will help us be better. So I did a training on using ChatGPT for Savvy Agent Club, and I'm a big fan of ChatGPT. First of all, it's free, and who doesn't love free? The downside of that being free is that sometimes you can't get in to ChatGPT because they're at capacity, which is kind of annoying, especially when you have scheduled trainings on it. But, be that as it may, it's still free, so you can't really complain about that a whole lot. And also, I think that will help them if they ever come out with a subscription model. Then it's like, okay, well, if you pay us, you're guaranteed entry. Like you won't have that at capacity thing. I'd pay for that. And in that training, I went over the things that I think we can use a program like ChatGPT for. So, if you enter a list of features for a listing, it writes a pretty decent listing description. And I don't know about you, but when it is 8 a.m. on the day a listing is going live, all of a sudden I have writer's block. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what I'm going to say about this listing. And so this is a tool that would help. Is it going to be the most amazing listing description ever? Well, maybe. Who knows? I mean, you could get lucky that the output would be absolutely amazing. More than likely, it's going to be a really good skeleton of copy for you to build on. And I don't see a problem with that. If it helps you get your work done a little bit faster, why wouldn't you use it? I used it to create an outline for a recent podcast episode. Not this podcast episode because I couldn't get in because it was at capacity. It's been a bad day for me and ChatGPT, but it's really good at creating outlines. It's better, I think, than common AI software like Jasper or Phrase is another one that I've used. It's better than the Canva AI. I'm sure all of these are going to improve, but ChatGPT seems to be the one that can actually produce copy for real estate. And for some reason, that's really difficult for other AI software to do. Like I don't know, it doesn't fully understand real estate. And so a lot of times the results that you get are just jibber jabber, things that it's a huge waste of time even using it. But ChatGPT is pretty good. So is it going to take over the world? Well, no, of course not. Can it open doors? No. Can it negotiate offers? Nope. Can it do so many of the things that real estate agents do? No. Zillow, Realtor.com, all of these technologies have attempted to disrupt the real estate industry, and we're still here, baby. So AI isn't going to do it either. Now, there are other tools that are considered, in that AI category, not just Chat GPT or other copywriting software, but you've got chat bots, and those aren't new. Those have been around for several years now. And actually, they're kind of complicated. I used to have a training in the club on how to use ManyChat and set up a chat bot for your Facebook business page. But it's an awful lot of work. And because it's so much work, I think that it's going to be less adopted because, I mean, let's face it, we only have so much time in the day and we are doing a lot of jobs, a lot of tasks, a lot of things in that time. And setting up a complicated chat bot to talk to, the onesie twosie people on our Facebook business page that may not be interested in talking to a chat bot, it's not really the best use of our time. And so, when I hear people talking about AI and, oh my God, I'm not sure how we should use it, or no, we shouldn't let the computers think for us. Oh my God, let the computer think for you. It's never going to be as good as you, but let it make you better. If it writes the beginning of a listing description for you and saves you 10 minutes and gives you something to build on, great, do that. If you are terrible at writing listing descriptions, and I have seen some terrible descriptions, I have even seen descriptions that are blank, and I know you have too. So if that's your shtick and you're just not good at writing listing descriptions, then this is going to elevate your performance by doing it for you. Of course, you're going to have to edit it because your brain is better than what a computer is ever going to produce. Do you ever have people ask you the same question over and over and over? I mean, not the same person asking repeatedly, but have you ever had a buyer say, hey, what's this earnest money about? Hey, what are the things that I need to do to get ready to sell my house? Those are really common questions. And you probably have a script for how you answer those questions. Whether you say that same script, just repeating yourself every time you answer the question, or maybe you have taken that script and created a canned email. And so when somebody emails you a question about earnest money, you send them your canned response back. Maybe you've turned it into a blog. Whatever the case may be, if you haven't done that yet, you could use AI to create that canned response for you and actually helping your consumer get the information that they need from you by having the answer to that question on your blog or on a video or on your social media post. By having that accessible where they're looking, well, isn't that helping them more than just forcing them to ask you the question so then you can bestow upon them the answer? That's one way to use AI, which will elevate you as a real estate agent. Maybe you are not used to doing videos, but you want to start. But as soon as you get in front of the camera, you're like, oh shit, I don't know what to say anymore. Hey, been there, done that. So you could have the AI create an outline for you on the benefits of staging your home for sale. And then you just use that outline when you're creating the video, but the AI made it for you. So you've saved time. And now your performance on the video is better because you're not scatterbrained or frozen from fear of what to say, or you forgot what to say. And you're actually doing the work. You're doing the video and putting it out there, which is then going to result in a better experience for your future clients because they're going to get to know you. They're going to trust you. They're going to like you. And then your customer service that you provide when they're buying or selling their house is going to be so much better because that relationship was built on information that you put out there accessible to them when they wanted it, and people appreciate that. So is AI going to take over the world? Probably not. Even if it does, I dare it to take over real estate. Good freaking luck. If Zillow couldn't do it, AI isn't going to either. We are here to stay. Now, the work that we do might change shape. It might look a little bit different in 10 years than what it does today. And my hope is that it only gets better. And when we use the technology like Chat GPT or other AI software that becomes available, when we use that to our advantage, well, then it's only going to get better. So embrace the technology, embrace the change. You have everything you need to take over the world yourself.